It's March 2023 and these are the best free movies that you can get on your Fire TV Stick or Fire TV Cube. If you're watching this video as a short, tap the link below to see the full video. If you're watching the full video, hang tight, more details coming up. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So this video, it was recorded on the 2nd of March 2023 and shows you the best free movies that you can get on your Fire TV Stick and Fire TV Cube in the USA today. Now, all these movies are from legitimate services and most of them are sponsored with advertising, but they are great movies and, like I say, all completely free on your Fire TV Stick and Fire TV Cube and on other devices too, such as Android TV, iPhone, iPad and Android phone and tablets too in most cases. First up, we're going to have a look at Pluto TV. Now, they have Gladiator available. Gladiator stars Russell Crowe, who is a former Roman general, sets out to exact vengeance against the corrupt emperor who murdered his family and sent him into slavery. Now, this is the 37th top-rated movie of all time, so if you haven't seen it before, worth a look. Got 8.5 out of 10 on the IMDb rating. Next up's a real classic on Pluto with Clint Eastwood. It's The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. A bounty hunting scan joins two men in an uneasy alliance against a third in a race to find a fortune in gold buried in a remote cemetery. And again, this one got 8.8 out of 10. It's a real classic, and this movie was the 10th top rated movie of all time on IMDb. Well worth a look. Moving on to Tubi now, it's Jason Statham in Parker. Moving on to Tubi now, it's Jason Statham in Parker. This is an action crime thriller from 2013. A thief with a unique code of professional ethics is double-crossed by his crew and left for dead, assuming a new disguise and forming an unlikely alliance with a woman on the inside. He looks to hijack the score of the crew's latest heist. And sticking around with this app, there's also The Mask, comedy from Jim Carrey. Bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss is transformed into a manic superhero when he wears a mysterious mask. And you've also got the action crime drama starring Denzel Washington, Man on Fire. From 2004, in Mexico City, a former CIA operative swears vengeance on those who committed an unspeakable act against the family he was hired to protect. And here we've also got Pixels as well. That's the fantasy action comedy starring Adam Sandler, when aliens misinterpret video feeds of classic arcade games as a declaration of war. They attack the Earth in the form of the video games. And finally, for this app, you've got the classic comedy Coyote Ugly, the movie with the soundtrack mostly from Leanne Rimes. Aspiring songwriter Violet Sanford, after getting a job at a woman-run New York City bar that teases its male patrons, comes out of her shell. Moving on now to Freevee, you've got the Lorax. A 12-year-old boy searches for the one thing that will enable him to win the affection of the girl of his dreams. To find it, he must discover the story of the Lorax, the grumpy yet charming creature who fights to protect his world. Starring the voices of Zac Efron, Taylor Swift and Danny DeVito. And they've also got White House Down, starring Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. While on a tour of the White House with his young daughter, a Capitol policeman springs into action to save his child and protect the president from a heavily armed group of paramilitary invaders. And they've also got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1 and 2, the popular children's comedy. A local scientist is often regarded as a failure until he invents a machine that can make food fall from the sky. But little does he know that things are about to take a turn for the worst. Still sticking with the same app, they've also got Shark Tale, starring the voices of Will Smith, Robert De Niro and Renee Zellweger. When a son of a gangster shark boss is accidentally killed while on the hunt, his would-be prey and his vegetarian brother decide to use the incident to their own advantage. There's also the Angry Birds movie, when an island populated by happy, flightless birds is visited by mysterious green piggies. It's up to 3 unlikely outcasts, Red, Chuck and Bomb, to figure out what the pigs are up to. They've also got The Post, starring Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. A cover-up spanning 4 US presidents pushes the country's first female newspaper publisher and her editor to join the unprecedented battle between press and government. There's also Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow. Ballerina Dominika L. Grover is recruited to Sparrow School, a Russian intelligence service where she's forced to use her body as a weapon. Her first mission, targeting a CIA agent, threatens to unravel the security of both nations. There's also a real classic for you with Robin Williams in Jumanji. When 2 kids find and play a magical ball game, they release a man trapped in it for decades and a host of dangers that can only be stopped by finishing the game. Another real classic starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop. A tough cop must pose as a kindergarten teacher in order to locate a dangerous criminal's ex-wife, who may hold the key to putting him behind bars. And those classics keep on coming. Amelia Estevez and Kiefer Sutherland star in Young Guns, where a group of young gunmen led by Billy the Kid become deputies to avenge the murder of the rancher who became their benefactor. But when Billy takes their authority too far, they become the hunted. And even more classics here in the form of RoboCop, the 1987 classic starring Peter Weller, Nancy Allen and Dan O'Herlihy. In a dystopic and crime-ridden Detroit, a terminally wounded cop returns to the force as a powerful cyborg, haunted by submerged memories. And finally, for Freevee, you've got Wind River. A veteran hunter helps an FBI agent investigate the murder of a young woman on a Wyoming Native American reservation. Moving over to YouTube, you've got Bruce Willis in A Good Day to Die Hard. This is the 5th movie in the Die Hard series, where John McClane travels to Russia to help out his seemingly wayward son, Jack, only to discover that Jack is a CIA operative working undercover, causing the father and son to team up against underworld forces. They've also got Leonardo DiCaprio in The Great Gatsby. A writer and Wall Street trader, Nick, finds himself drawn to the past and lifestyle of his millionaire neighbour, Jay Gatsby. A real classic here from 1979, it's The Warriors. A street gang known as the Warriors must fight their way from the Bronx to their home turf on Coney Island when they're falsely accused of assassinating a respected gang leader. Delving deeper into those classics and going back even further to 1961, Audrey Hepburn and George Papard star in Breakfast at Tiffany's. A young New York socialite becomes interested in a young man who has moved into her apartment building, but her past threatens to get in the way. So that's it. That's all the free movies that I think are well worth a watch on your Firestick Cube, your phone, your tablet or your Android TV using these services. Like I say, most of these are only available in the US. You may find that these apps are available worldwide, but their content will differ from country to country. Have you seen any great movies on these free services? Let us know in the comments down below. Let us know what you thought about these movies that I've recommended if you've watched them. Good, bad or indifferent, we'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not have a look around? I've got thousands of other videos covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here you'll find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you and maybe even save you some more time and money. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. If you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like it, then please don't forget to share this on your social media timelines. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you find out about all my latest videos the second they're released. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, then hit all. You can also find me on Twitter at CWTech and my website at cwtech.co.uk. Liking, sharing and subscribing really helps support this channel. Thanks for watching.